against Ronaldinho. Again, I gotta say, he's going around a lot of the kind of options Ronaldinho is presenting in neutral, finding a crush counter off that fierce patented jaw leshe.
And here we go. This pressure corner. He went for a lot of throws last time, so this time he was going for more medium punches, but Ronaldinho gets out of there with a nice counter poke, and now he has the offense going here. Can he start this comeback?
Again, that pressure, starting things off with a medium punch. It could lead to so many other things, but he's just trying to set up the frame trap game.
Ooh! Trying to go for that jump jab again,
yes,
I think.
Without a doubt.
And he's got the trigger ready to go now. Yep, there we go. Being able to activate off of the back fist from so far away. Here he comes forward, and I like
so
this option.
smart for
yeah. But the problem is he has no more meter, and Ronaldinho still has V trigger.
Yeah, they buffed it. He gets a little bit of extra usage off of his trigger now.
Still not using it, though.
I think he still gets 2 more, I think.
Yeah. Okay, not a counter hit. Oh, he ran right in between the kicks. Caught him low out of the air. Good thing he didn't cancel that on a hit confirm.
Oh, boy.
He still has that V trigger chilling there. Out of there.
Another V reversal from the side of jaw leshe. Decent placement with that. He's going to save. Oh, he runs into both of them. On the overhead, you thought he was going to back away, but that was so tough. Ronaldinho could have still presented the low medium kick as an option in case he was ready for the block. So that was a real 50-50.
And that was just great patience from him because he never used that V trigger at the end. You know, being able to come in there, dive bomb, get a free +2. You know, he was probably expecting that. jaw leshe was expecting that. And maybe he would have had an EX spinning mixer waiting for it or something like that. And so by having the threat of that last V trigger hang around, that's what allowed Ronaldinho to get a little bit more of the pressure on the ground at the end there.
Ooh. Oh yeah, sweep to sweep connection. You already know that's a punish. Ronaldinho now on the offensive, getting some frame traps of his own, as well as a forward throw. The Sobot kick. The stun is racking up. jaw leshe is trying to find his way out of the corner. Does so with EX Eagle Spike. Here we go.
It's that pressure early from Ronaldinho was so strong.
Your guard's down.
Oh man, it's a nice way to get that buff. Get a little extra damage. Look at this pressure. Buttons on buttons. Yeah, jaw leshe's timing of running in there like that between moves is terrifying. But you can see right now what Ronaldinho's strategy is. He's like, throw me. I don't care. I'm going to block forever.
He was waiting for it, right? I feel like he was just too far away to really get the throw mix-up going from jaw leshe. There was a lot of medium punches being thrown, and then we saw, oh my goodness, the anti-air is on point.
Here we go. It's tournament point for Ronaldinho. Are we not? Is he going to break the Nash second place potential back-to-back?
Who knows, man? But it's looking really nice for Ronaldinho. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, how did he know? What a response from Ronaldinho. The spinning mixer in response to the moonsault. Here we go.
That was counter hit, so he couldn't get the throw. He was still in hit stun. Active. Oh, it
still
turned
hits
around.
on the other side. Moonsault out of there. Not in time for a punish.
Plus,
don't move.
Still going for buttons.
EX Sonic Sight still has meter.
Yeah, he still has some of that V trigger. That's plus again.
Is he going to try to moonsault? I was going to say to close the gap. Oh, he tried to bait. That would have been dangerous. jaw leshe.
Regular jump. Look at all this gray health building up.
Oh, he goes into it from the Eagle Spike past the Sonic Booms. It's so close. Trigger is still there.
Oh, is he going to get it? I can't believe he confirmed that. jaw leshe is still alive.
Oh,
he is still in this. He is not going to say die. Remember, Clayton got him down to the last game. Basically, he had 3 games to win it. And jaw leshe won all 3 of those. Can he do the same thing to Ronaldinho right now?
Ronaldinho getting stopped a little bit. The X-Tragedy Assault now. Oki gets a throw now. Almost about to tie it up. Not chasing down the jump out. Gets a full-on combo. One more for stun. He gets the stun. Can he close it off? No. This is his time. He has the meter. And he's out.
Ronaldinho is the Brazil CPT champion. He qualifies. Nash is in the Capcom Cup.
Let's go.
Nash
Let's Let's
in
go!
the Capcom Cup.
Ronaldinho representing Brazil with Nash into the Capcom Cup. What a performance from both players.
Clearly, Nash, strongest character in the game right now.
Oh.
Back-to-back grand finals. No, but seriously, though, this is exciting. Again, how much have we talked about Street Fighter V? Right now, it's like any character you play, you have a shot. And look at this, Nash.
You had Zangief in third place also.
Right? Exactly. Oh, man. Ronaldinho, after going 0-3, it looked like Jean Leche had his number, had all the momentum, was just absolutely dominating. And then Ronaldinho, with the amazing adjustment, comeback, just playing super aggressive Nash afterwards. And there it is. He is the Brazil qualifier. Jean Leche falling one spot too short. After qualifying last year, what can you say? But look at that run that he had. He lost to Zangief Balado barely.
He almost did it again.
And like I said, he almost lost to Clayton. He was on the verge of losing to Clayton, won that one, had to defeat Paulo Webb, got the run back again in a 3-2 against Zangief Balado, won the first set 3-0, and even though he lost that last set, that is just an indication of how strong. He sent Didimokov to losers in the first game of top 16. This guy is ridiculous. But
Ronaldinho coming out from the woodwork with Nash. Day one Nash main, that's how he says.
This was his plan all along. Just wait until they buff him finally in Season V 6 years later.
I can't wait. I can't wait to hear from Ronaldinho when we have our winners interview after this break. In the meantime, we got to take a quick breath because that was probably the most exciting grand finals we've seen thus far, even with the reset. We're going to take a quick break because we definitely need it. We need a breath. We'll be right back to recap what just transpired in the top 8 as well as have our winners interview with Ronaldinho, right after this. Stay tuned.
You shouldn't only admire my work, but also concentrate a little more on your lessons, Mana. That wake you up? Let the spirit guide you. How's this for you? You must be careful. Let's watch it. Soul Satellite! Satellite! shall know. It's your destiny. Soul powers nature. Fate or a foe! You should try to learn to use your power a little better.
The pages of history here in the Capcom Pro Tour has been rewritten with the addition of another qualified player into the Capcom Cup from Brazil. It is Ronaldinho with Nash. With Nash!
I mean, look, even 2 weeks ago, if you said Nash was going to qualify, we would have laughed. And then here's the this patch that comes out and gives Nash players all this power, and he was able to qualify. And again, he's been playing Nash since the beginning. This is not just, oh, look, Nash is now super broken, so I can win with him for free. No,
Not the way he was moving, no way.
He's been playing this character the whole time, and he got all these quality of life changes, all these new buffs, and you saw how much he was using them already, like the light kick, medium, I think it's medium kick.
Yeah, the
into
target combo into the V-skill charge.
He had everything all going there, and there it is. We got a Nash into Capcom Cup.
Yeah.
He is qualified, and again, you know, I don't want, obviously that's the storyline here, but I don't want to take away from the other 15 players
Without
that we
a
saw
doubt,
this
yeah.
weekend here. I mean, but Jaleshe, Didi Mokaf, Zangief Bolado, of course, Paulo Webb, Chocotone, Dark, Naguinho, Blue, Alexis, Clayton, Saitama, Shushu, Juninho, HK Dash, and Sagaz Thug Life. All as well, of course, as the champion, Ronaldinho. It is what an amazing set of players here, and what an amazing top 16. Shout outs once again to the Brazil region out there, full of so many strong players.
Every single one of these players prefaced their matches with a very humbling tone, a very humbling statement, saying that, you know, our players here in Brazil put a lot of pride in their hard work and ethic towards this game, right? They really enjoy the things that they do. They put their hobbies, full attention to their hobbies and a lot of soul, like heart and soul into it, right? We see that not only from the gameplay, we see it from their statements that they use. We see it even on social media. These guys are like, yo, thank you guys for showcasing us the way that you guys do. And like, we see the hard work being paid off. Don't thank us, you know, thank yourselves for putting on such a great show and a great community, because again, without you guys even being here, doing so and leveling each other up to this degree, we wouldn't even see this being showcased. So it's not us highlighting it, it's you guys highlighting it.
I mean, absolutely. Like I said, the history of CPT is riddled with Brazilian players, right? And this is not a coincidence that CPT said, okay, Brazil, you get your own region here to showcase your talent and to give your talent as much of a chance to make it in there as possible, because, you know, it's you know how they gave Japan their own in Asia, right? Because they're taking away spots from other people. It's kind of what Brazil's been doing, right? They've been taking a lot of the Latin American spots because of just how strong these players are, and you can see it. And again, it's probably one of the most entertaining top 16s for CPT this season so far.
Yeah, so we do have the player who kind of started off in his top 8 saying, you know, there's a lot of strong players in this tournament. I'm going to do my best, and I hope to win the tournament. And guess what? His prayers were answered. Ronaldinho taking it down, playing Nash since the beta. Playing Nash since the beta. Talk that talk, man. Big congratulations to you in qualifying into the Capcom Cup.
Thank you a lot. It was rough.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
look,
Jalesh is my nemesis. He always gives me trouble in the tournaments, but today I could make it.
yeah. Now, talk to me about the Nash buffs. Obviously, that's going to be a conversation on a lot of people's minds because obviously the character did get stronger. And how much of that do you feel like actually played into a factor? Or are you on record saying that you would have whooped Jaleche even without the buffs?
I believe it helped a lot. The Sobat, it covers a range where Nash has always have been trouble, you know.
Yeah.
Because his fireball is a bit slow, so I have to use it up close, and yeah, they nerfed the forward heavy kick,
Right.
so it can be with punishable now. So I believe it works. The Sobat worked wonders for real. And from the first set to the second set, I realized I was not using fireball. So
Right.
I tried to use it better, so he couldn't go fishing for something with his buttons.
And now you were sitting into the winners finals, face off against someone like Zangief Bolado, as well as, you know, taking him down and sitting in the grand final seat. When you saw the fact that Zangief Bolado had to face off against Jaleche again in the losers finals, like, what was your thought? what was your thought process like for that? Because our minds were exploding too.
Right.
Tell me what was going on in your mind as soon as you saw that come back into fruition for the run back.
No, I just saw no, please, no, Jaleche, no.
Oh, man.
I don't want to face him.
I had to ask, man. I had to ask. This guy is a beast. But my serious question would be, like, honestly, you say Jaleche is one of your like your nemesis, right? But he's again been one of those players that has really put that Rashid matchup into the spotlight, and I could see the kind of comfortability you've had. Were there any other training partners that you've had? I feel like with the Brazilian community, you guys know each other pretty well. Like, is there any other players that you wanted to highlight that have helped you succeed and reach this portion of the game?
Oh, of course, Brolinho is amazing. He always teach me a lot of things. When I'm doing something wrong, he's the first to hit me in the face, you know. And Keoma, I played played a lot with Keoma this week. He's an amazing player. I really hope to see him again in the CPT. And Dark is a very deserving player. He didn't have much luck today, but I hope the world will see that he's a very talented player sometime.
I mean, this is the thing, right? I mean, for a lot of us here outside of Brazil, this is our first time seeing a lot of players. You know, we were talking about Juninho so much, and then, you know, I started getting messages on my, you know, social media about inside jokes with Juninho and everything. But like,
Do you know Juninho Raz?
yeah, exactly. and here's the question for me though: like, these 16 players, all of you guys' quotes were so like wholesome about community and everything. How much of a family are these 16 players? Like, let us know. Like, tell us about this Brazilian community and how close knit all these players are.
Most of us, we stream almost every day. We chat with one another. We are always teaching each other. You know, the Brazilian community is very united. We love each other, man. I began to participate of the community in about 3 months. But I already loved it. I already love them. I'm sorry. I'm a bit nervous.
That's all
No,
good.
you're good. I mean, that's the kind of thing about the fighting game community. Like, once you start getting involved with it, it no longer becomes a hobby. It becomes like actually like a part of you. You know what I mean? Like, it becomes part of your life for a very long time. Like, look at where we're all at. Like, think about it, right? Look at where we're all at today. We wouldn't have got here without this hobby. We wouldn't have got
Right.
here without the community. I feel like where we're at having this show wouldn't have happened without the community, right? So I mean, like it's an appropriate response and an appropriate kind of reaction to it. Once you get involved, it just becomes another part of life.
Yeah, and I just want to ask you. I know this is one of those questions you want to try to avoid when asking questions, the "how do you feel" kind of question. But I just want to ask you, how does it make you feel to hear the phrase "Capcom Cup qualifier Ronaldinho"? How does that make you feel?
Oh man, I didn't believe it was possible, to tell you the truth. I always saw Capcom Cup, and it was like a dream, you know. I didn't believe I was good enough. But since I started streaming and participating of the community, my level kind of grown, you know. It's much higher than before. So I realized oh my God, I really can compete with the with the others. So
You can compete
man,
and win.
Oh my God, I'm a bit emotional now. It's really a dream coming true. You know?
Yeah, man. I feel that. Let it all soak in and just embrace it, honestly, because you are now you are the best in Brazil. It's already been solidified. So this is your spotlight now, right? You are the best. You are the best in Brazil. You proved it. No. We had over 200 participants in this tournament. You are the best in Brazil right now. You're the first qualifier. So now this is your spotlight. I want to ask you if you can say any parting words for your fellow participants, the rest of the community, anybody you have to face off in the future. This is your time. You can say it whether it's in Portuguese or in English. This is your time. Ronaldinho, you have the spotlight. Go for it.
May I speak in Portuguese?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes, go for it.
Okay. Galera, valeu pela torcida. Pô, tamo junto sempre. Caramba, foi o Rocha, como sempre. Aconteceu. Valeu, galera. Valeu muito. Pô, valeu a comunidade brasileira, que sempre demais, né? Pô, valeu Dark, valeu Brolinho, valeu Keoma, valeu Kadesh, valeu Juninho, valeu todo mundo. Pô, gente, um abração mesmo. Tô aqui em êxtase. Obrigado pela torcida, obrigado quem torceu e tamo junto. That's it.
We're looking forward to all of your success and seeing how you're going to do in the Capcom Cup. In the meantime, man, I am just floored with the way you're performing, and it's been an absolute treat watching you play.
I'm going to say that smile that I saw from you in that speech spoke 1,000 words right there.
100%.
Go celebrate, man.
Congratulations, Ronaldinho, our qualifier from Brazil. Let's go!
And let me just say also, I appreciate the yellow submarine shirt that he has on there.
I saw that. Nice eye. James, I gotta say, man, it speaks volumes, man. There's something so special about fighting games. Like he's saying, like, you know, he played.
Don't say those words. Don't Tokido me here.
He played as Nash. Beta. Didn't really get involved until about 3 months ago. And look where he's at.
I know,
now,
right?
There's just something about it. I see it on my timeline too. Even like when L.I. Joe was posting stuff up when he was playing like casuals at his friend's house. You know, this used to be just like a hobby, but now it's like a way of life.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely
a way of
right.
life now.
And
we got you for life, James.
And it's just, I mean, honestly, it's true because I still remember, 2008. I literally was about to step away from fighting games.
Yeah, because those moments.
Yeah, I was just like, you know what? It's not growing. It's done. Street Fighter 4 came out, and they every time I try to get out, they just drag me right back in. You know,
guys just know what to do. I mean, it's
and again, like, we've been able to travel all over the place thanks to fighting games, and now players like this, like Ronaldinho. Is going to have an opportunity to come and play against the world's best in Capcom Pro and the Capcom Cup, joining so many of these players that have already qualified. And it's just, again, I love fighting games are a universal language, right? They absolutely are a universal language. I love seeing how much it brings everybody together, and it's such an awesome scene. So
we got to do our part to stay safe as well, man. We got to make sure we get these offline events back and just do better and be better, honestly, because again, I want to be able to in person again someday, to be quite do someday. Is safe to do so. So again, we appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
And
you want to add on there? Thank you guys at home for watching this, because this is why we're doing this, is for you guys to enjoy some high-level fighting game action and to feel the same kind of emotions and energy that we feel when we're doing commentary and watching all these CPTs. And honestly, I said it when we started, the CP train doesn't stop.
It does not. Actually, we do have another event coming your way next week. We have the Middle East, capcom.us/Mideast to sign up now as registration closes very, very soon, May 31st. It also happens to be right before the deadline for the Intel World Open. You guys do not want to miss that.
Yeah, that sign up is right now. It's free right now. Make sure you do not miss your chance to sign up for that. It ends tomorrow, June 1st, so get in there on that.
And from all of us here at the desk, we highly encourage you guys to keep on trucking with Street Fighter V, because again, it's in an amazing place. We have so many events, so many talented players just really being able to showcase themselves. And even after the Middle East one, we go immediately across the pond to Europe West. I get to see the UK boys in action and on commentary.
Yeah, and again, shout outs honestly to other events. It really feels like they've done a wonderful job bringing the lower characters up, and they're all competitive now.
Yeah.
Honestly.
All viable. It's been a really great time seeing the diversity of characters. And again, we mentioned this earlier, or yesterday's show with Top 16. There's only 2 characters that haven't been represented yet, and that's E Honda and Minot. But I'm sure we'll get our wish granted eventually down the line. So
I mean, the best thing right now is now that Nash has gotten buff, you put out the question on Twitter, who's the worst character in the game right now? You're going to end up with probably like 10 different responses from a bunch of the players out there. It's almost impossible to say now.
Yeah, it's in a very great spot. Yeah. James, I got to say, man, I don't even know what else we could close this off with other than thank yous. But do you have any final thoughts?
No. It was awesome to see. Shout outs to the Brazil scene again. You saw how much Ronaldinho was talking about their solidarity. Playing these fighting games mean to them. So honestly, keep doing what you're doing out there in Brazil, and we will definitely see a lot more of those guys in the future.
Yeah, keep on doing what you're doing. Again, keep enjoying the game of Street Fighter V. Now is a great time to get into it. I highly encourage you guys to keep on supporting your local scenes as well, online especially, checking out all the kinds of tournaments that happen to get yourselves ready for each and every weekend. From our desk to you guys at home, we appreciate you, and we'll see you all for the next event of the Capcom Pro Tour. Take care.